Davis. I'm part of the Department of Business here at Nevada State University, and today the topic I'll be discussing is the rise of employee burnout in a workplace in the year of 2025. Over the years, we have seen the most increase of employee burnout since the return to office mandate after COVID in 2020. This increased the stressors on staff who were already struggling in remote. According to a study done by Forbes, there has been a 66% burnout rate across America in 2025, and it continues to increase. In this presentation, we will discuss more about what really is causing the increase of employee burnout. A study from Forbes states that employee burnout stems from many workplace issues like lack of control and insufficient reward. Employees will disregard their rest, self-care, and work-life balance, causing them to be exhausted and detached from their job. Excessive working, overwhelming workloads, and the difficulty of balancing both lives cause employees to burn out. This also leads to financial risks on the company and affects the employees' work ethics and their abilities. Effects that stem from employee burnout, there is never a benefit to a company when it occurs. Sometimes it even causes a domino effect within the business. Forbes discusses how employees' burnout causes increased turnover rate, disengagement in the organization, and diminished organization structure. The more burnt out an employee is before receiving help, the more they disassociate themselves from the workplace. Their work performance starts to weaken, and they are not the people they used to be, and they start calling out of work, which affects the company tremendously. A study from the American Journal of Preventive Medicine states that in 2025, American companies will take on a loss of $4,000 to $21,000 per employee annually. Another study done by Bioengineer says that this amount of money translates into $5 million being lost for a company that typically has 1,000 employees. All of this is stemmed from decreased productivity and increased turnover. Impact on the human resource management function is the performance appraisal. Lucerne Hendon says that performance appraisal is the ongoing process of evaluating employee performance. To help regulate performance, Forbes states that companies should shift from reactive to proactive approach. When regular wellness checks are prioritized instead of annual wellness checks, employees are able to work on what is noticed instantly. When management is not involved with their employees and checking in on them, it can lead to the start of the employee burnout. The book states, without the information from performance appraisals that lead to management making good decisions, the more dangerous and difficult decisions get within the company. The same study done by Forbes encourages staff to keep track of their stress and how fatigued they get. Many employees wear fitness watches to where they are able to check their heart rate and see how high it gets when they are stressed, as well as track their overall fitness to see how much body movement they are making in a day. To ensure that their health is good and that they are on top of checking, management should check what the employees keep track of. Another impact on the human resource function is training and development. Lucerne and Hendon state that this is the process of teaching employees certain skills necessary to perform the job with ongoing education to help improve knowledge. Re-engaging employees will help prevent the already occurred burnout from going further and could get rid of it entirely. Workshops help keep workers motivated because there is activity and new information being learned. Forbes writes about how high intensity work should be followed by intentional recovery periods. Recovery periods allow for mental breaks, digital detoxes, and sugar recovery time. Giving feedback and re-engaging employees is going to lead the company one step closer to less employees feeling burnt out daily. Employee burnout, one of them being improving the company culture. Research shows that organization culture dictates how employees treat each other and even experience that workplace. Gallup states, if the culture has the standard of prioritizing workplace wellness, the employees are more than likely to take better care of themselves, leading to a lower probability of employee burnout. The culture of a workplace affects everything within the company. If organizations constantly promote excessive long work hours and putting work before family, they are more than likely for burnout to occur. From the same study, it states that when well-being is priority, the ability to manage burnout is imperative. It is important to have a positive environment that keeps up with its standards to prevent employees from burning out and encourages them to do their job the best they can. Open communication, along with teamwork and collaboration, are big things companies should foster when trying to improve their culture. Promoting work-life balance is another solution. Companies should be able to provide flexibility when possible. According to Franklin Covey, flexibility can be hard, I think, to juggle in some companies, but assuring employees that they can flex their time for appointments or other reasons is vital in the workplace. Encouraging people to take time off is also big. Work life and personal life can be a lot at once sometimes, and with the encouragement of upper management, employees are more than likely to take time off. Work can affect a person's mental health big time. Mental health days allow employees to address a problem that they have in the workplace and prevent it from affecting them to do their work. To conclude, overall, employee burnout can cause many detrimental effects within a company and organization. Companies should always find ways to help improve and prevent employee burnout from happening. They need to be consistent with this and never stop, as well as looking to the human resource management functions to help guide them, like learning and development and performance appraisal. After doing all the assignments with the amount of research that I've done, I would have never expected the amount of companies that have employees that face employee burnout, especially this year. With all of the research done, I would have also expected that more companies would take action on this situation. The part of this project that I am most proud of is finding the human resource functions. I learned a lot from these and thought it was really cool to identify which ones impact the situation the most. Personally, I wish I could have had more time and made more time for myself to research more about finding solutions and more measurable solutions. And then these are my references. Thank you for joining in.